Hello friends, today we will be learning about the ventilator graphs. The basic role of ventilator is to deliver breath to the patient. So to understand it in terms of graph, let us see what all parameters are to be considered. Three parameters are considered in graph, that are volume, pressure and flow. Now let us understand why only these three parameters. In ventilator circuit, one limb is connected to ventilator and the other limb is connected to the patient. That is, one is inspiratory limb and other is expiratory limb. So now what the ventilators do? It blows certain volume of air to the patient, that is tidal volume. Now whenever the venti blows air to the patient through this circuit, it generates a pressure that will be the positive pressure. Now in normal environment, we breathe a negative pressure air from the environment. That is, we suck the air, but in this case, ventilator is doing what? It is pushing the air. So, today's ventilator works on the positive pressure ventilation. That is, it blows the air to the patient. So, one is volume, which is delivered to the patient. Second is the pressure inside the tube. And third, the movement of the air, which we call as flow. With how much velocity or per unit of time it changes, its movement is known as flow. So now on the graph, there will be positive deflection or negative deflection. But in any flow towards the patient is considered as positive. That is, during inspiration, air is pushed towards the patient, which is considered as positive flow. And during expiration, there will be flow, but it will be towards the ventilator. So it will be considered as negative flow. It means the flow direction is reversed during expiration. So flow will be positive in inspiration and flow will be negative in your expiration. So in this way, these three parameters are considered in the graph. That is, volume we are delivering with a certain amount of pressure and flow of air. There are two types of graphs, that is scalars and loops, and we have three parameters, that is volume, pressure and flow. So in scalar, three graphs are there and in loops, two graphs are there. In scalar, every parameter is compared against time, that is volume versus time graph, pressure versus time graph and flow versus time graph. And in loops, three parameters are compared amongst themselves itself, that is pressure versus volume and flow versus volume. So only these 5 graphs cover ventilator graphics. So now let us understand the most commonly used graph patterns. This graph is for the pressure related modes and this graph is for volume related modes. So whenever there is any pressure related mode, this type of graph pattern is seen, and whenever there is volume related mode, this type of graph pattern is seen. Now why there is difference in this graph patterns? So let us understand that. As you can see, in volume graph, pressure is variable, and in pressure graph, volume is variable, but flow is variable in all the graphs. Let us consider volume graph. Example, 500 volume is set. So in volume graph, it will go gradually to 500 and will be maintained for some time. But at the same time, in pressure graph, there will be increase in the pressure required to reach the peak pressure. Now let us clear the concept of this peak pressure. From trachea, air passes to bronchioles, and from bronchioles, air passes to alveoli. But as you can see, bronchioles and alveoli openings are thin, so it requires more pressure to enter. So that is the extra pressure which you can see in the pressure graph. Once air is entered into the alveoli, pressure in the upper airways reduces, which is shown in the graph, and this pressure required to open alveoli is airway resistance, and then the pressure is constant for some time and flow is stopped. So volume and pressure is constant at the same time. This pause between inspiratory and expiratory cycle is called as plateau pressure. And then the expiration begins and it gradually decreases. Now let us consider pressure graph. Now the question arises why there is no drop in pressure in this graph as you saw in the volume graph. It is because in this we set pressure. So pressure increases gradually till set pressure value. At the same time flow and volume also increases and then pressure is maintained for some time. And during that time flow decreases slowly, but it is not stopped fully. This is to compensate air which is utilized by alveoli, and that's why there is flow in this portion but pressure is constant. It means ventilator gives that much flow which keeps pressure constant. And then the expiration starts, which is same in both volume and pressure graph. So to summarize this is the volume graph. So in this is the start of inspiration, then this is the peak inspiratory pressure, then this is the plateau pressure, and from here to here it is the expiration. Now this is the flow graph. In this is the inspiratory flow, this is the inspiratory pause time, this is the zero flow phase, and then this is the peak expiratory flow, and from here the expiration ends. So it is the expiratory flow. And in the volume graph, this is the start of inspiration, then from here to here it is the end of inspiration, and from here to here it is the end of expiration. And this portion is the pause taken between inspiratory and the expiratory phase. Now to consider the pressure graph, this is the start of inspiration, this is the peak inspiratory pressure, this is the inspiratory phase, and then this is the expiratory phase. And in flow graph, this is the peak inspiratory flow, end of inspiratory flow, peak expiratory flow, and end of expiratory flow. And in volume graph, here is the start of inspiration, end of inspiration, and then end of expiration. And in volume graph, it is divided into 3 time slots x, y, and z. X is the inspiration time, y is the pause time, and z is the expiration time. Inspiratory time is shorter than the expiratory time because we take less time to inhale and take more time to relax during the expiration. In pressure graph, there is no pause time in the graphs. So x is the inspiration time and z is the expiration time, I/E ratio. As you can notice that in pressure graphs, baseline starts above the 0 because that pressure is the peak pressure. Pressure never goes to 0 because some of the air always remains in the lungs, otherwise your lungs will get collapsed. Now let us understand loops. In loops, there are 2 types, volume pressure and flow pressure. Now let us understand what are loops. Let us understand the volume pressure graph. If you have a balloon and you start inflating that balloon, now for certain period of time, there will be no change in the volume. After a time, balloon expands fast and when it reaches peak, it either will blow up or it will not expand. So that is what here in graph, volume and pressure comes. At first, there is no change in the volume. Then suddenly pressure rises. That is, lung starts inflating and graph starts going up. That start point is called as lower inflation point, and after a point it stops, that is peak pressure, which is your upper inflation point, and then it drops gradually, is your expiration. Now in volume flow graph, in this inspiration and this is expiration. As flow increases, volume increases and reaches at a particular limit, and then drops gradually, and this is your expiration phase.